This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
Five yards on the game's first play, second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Go to base. Tap. Watch the twitch.
Now King to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw is King from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Buddy up. Come on, boys. 56. Check. 56. Wait. Say. Check.
King now, looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Kansas City.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. King. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Check pass. Check pass. Check 3. Check 3. Go, go. Let flow.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
65, 65, 65.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Chargers 0.
I got it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 66. Pull it. Pass. Wide. Get wide. Check 13. Check 13.
Now they try the right side here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Bring it right here, guys. Ready to go. 51. Watch the slant.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're running it. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Back to throw. King. Looking long for Westbrook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it's going to be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. King going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. King. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's just me and you.
Here's King, operating from the gun. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Ready. Mike, 56. 56. Here we go. Good.
room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Switch.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Well, I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 25, check 26, bullet, half.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Haskins. Gonna throw right side here, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Buzz, be ready, be ready. 51's the mic.
Now Haskins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some more.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Chiefs 13, Chargers 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So the defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Brings up second and 12.
He's gone.
On second and 12, Haskins, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. Go. 51's mine.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with third and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Check 15. 6 down. Check 6 down. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second down 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 6. The open man is Westbrook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hayward.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56, Mike 56. Watch the cut.
King now, throwing on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
56. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On fourth down, King. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He's back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Chargers' 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, 56.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Gano now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Haskins. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Under 10, 10. Check 52. You got motion, man. You got motion.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check. Tight dog. That's it. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's what I'm
incomplete from the tight end. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Shoot.
22, Jet, Bomber. Mike 22. Let's go. Jet, Bomber. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here we go with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Back. Kill. Go. Motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This a long one from 54. And this one is right down the middle. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4.